Hi, welcome to JJ's Productions, and we're back with another Hitman 2 video. This time we're in the Isle of Sgail, and we're doing two challenges. Little White Lies and Rock Bottom. That took me a bit of time to remember. Now, this is quite a lengthy video, so I'm going to try and cut the clips down as much as possible, because what has happened is that it's not the cleanest of routes, this I will admit. The two challenges don't mesh together as well as I'd envisioned, and I'll try and explain as I go along what I was thinking, but in the end it didn't really turn out the way I hoped it would. So let's just start off by explaining what the two challenges involve. Little White Lies involves getting the commemorative tokens that are scattered around the map, and you have to present them as an Arc Initiate, and you have to present them to Zoe Washington's little entourage, and she'll then do a lie detector test for you. The idea is that you deliberately lie to her and it will kill her. So it's quite a fun, unique challenge. The only quirk is it's a little bit of a pain to do. So we'll start off with that. So from the starting location, because it is the easiest place to get the disguise and all the commemorative tokens, we're going to go straight up here. Now, I found the tokens a little bit awkward in places. There is a specific route you can follow that I did find in Mr. Freeze's video, but equally it isn't set in stone, so you might want to have a look around for your own tokens just in case you misplace one. So we're going to go through this archway on the left, and we're going to go into this bathroom now. I just happened to bump into an Arc Initiate and she was really bugging me. So I thought, let's just... yeah, this was just really awkward. I thought if I don't turn her into an enforcer momentarily, I will be amazed. Anyway, first token is right there. It's on a little candle. That'll happen on a few of them, so keep it in mind. After that, we go through this door, trespassing area, we go down the ladder. At the bottom of the ladder, we're going to just pick up another token here, and we're going to turn full 180, and we're going to knock a woman out up ahead. She has got a token or two on her, I think, and we're just going to pick them up. So creep up behind it, subdue her, and I'm not exactly sure how many she did drop. I think it might just be one. Yeah, just the one. There's a coin in the room, don't confuse that for a token. You can pick it up, but it won't count towards your total. Pick up the lead pipe if you want, but you're not going to use it really. From here, go up these stairs, and on the right is another token. We've got to go through this secret passageway. So open it up, go to the right, and there will be a token. You know, I wish the secret passageways opened a bit faster. Anyway, here you go. We're going through this little archway here, this crumpled little archway, and what we're going to do is lure the Arc Initiate that's outside in here. Now, I tried to be a little bit cute and clever with this. So what I tried to do is throw a coin and then try and lure the Arc Initiate into this area. The trouble is, he doesn't really respond to this. So what I was hoping for is if I dropped a coin right in front of the crate, he'd go and pick the coin up he is and then see the second coin and pick that up. The trouble is, it turns out the Arc Initiate isn't the one who hears coins 100% of the time, as you can see. So this was just a plan that completely backfired. So yeah, it wasn't great. This is probably the first of a few failures of mine in this route. The new system in terms of scoring, as far as it's now never compromised instead of never spotted, I've used that quite liberally in the sense that I believe the route itself is sound if not brilliant, but equally I did take advantage of not being compromised rather than never being spotted. As you can see, this wasn't spotted, you know, the question marks above the head weren't spotted, but there are two instances in the video where I did get spotted, and it's only by the new system being in place I managed to get Silent Assassin. I'm not sure why that guy goes that way. I can only assume he sees the archway open and it's a trigger for an NPC to go and tell someone saying, there's a door open that shouldn't be open. That's the only reasoning I've got for him wandering over there. Anyway, I'm not exactly sure who saw me then, but the idea is I'm just going to change disguise just so that it's not an illegal area that I'm in. And then what I'm going to do is try again to get the Arc Initiate. Now, the trouble is he's gone away at this point, so we've got to wait for him to come back. So whether it be a few seconds for you or a few minutes, just wait around. He will return to this area because, to be honest, it's the only area as an NPC is meant to be in. You can turn the generator off, but that doesn't necessarily mean he'll be the one to investigate. It can be someone else. If someone else does go over, then just do what I did here, which is throw a coin, and hopefully the correct NPC will go to investigate. The difficulty is, as in this instance, we've got the Arc Initiate here, but if you throw the wrench, as I'm about to, you can accidentally lure the I'm trying to remember what they call him. The Arc member, is it? The guy in the purple robe, a bit of what 47's wearing now. So again, just be a bit smarter than I was. Make sure you get the Arc Initiate rather than luring random NPCs left, right, and centre, because all you're doing is creating danger for yourself. And not to mention, it's quite awkward if you are trying to drag a body into a crate and it's not moving fast. Anyway, we've got the correct disguise on, and we're going to pick up all the commemorative tokens that I dropped because they are what we're going for in the end. Challenge also completed at this point, Village Idiot. It's a little bit awkward as well. This woman seems to want to come here and have a nosy, but oh well, no big harm done. So we've got 6 tokens at this moment, and the last place we're going to go will be where the remaining 4 are. The difficulty I had was that I knew who I was looking for, which is a fellow Arc Initiate, but I didn't know where she was. So if you go down here to what I would only call the main foyer or the main party or whatever, the Arc Initiate will be in one of these rooms, but I wasn't sure which room it was. She'll be pretty easy to spot because she's just in white. She's the one I bumped into, I believe, earlier on. I go in this room trying to look for her, but you know, she wasn't easy to spot because I don't think that Enforcer was one. Well, I think she wasn't that one because this Arc Initiate isn't an Enforcer. So what I would advise is not faffing around like I did and actually go back into the room you came in to begin with, because I believe that is where the Arc Initiate goes. But as you can see, this is where this video and this route wasn't perfect. I could have re-recorded it, I will admit. I was tempted to, but I got to the finish line and I thought, you know what? If anything, this might just go to show how the current scoring system's working regarding never compromised rather than never spotted. But besides that, even though it's an imperfect route, it still does the job as far as explaining the challenges. So we're going in here, I'm just looking for this woman still. Not to mention I'm ticking off places in the discovered category. I've just got caught on camera, but there's no big deal there. And yeah, I nearly wandered into a trespassing area, so this wasn't going great, it's got to be said. This Enforcer wasn't that great as well. I find this whole thing watching back fascinating because I knew it wasn't doing great. Anyway, here she is. The idea is you have to walk in front of her. What she's going to do is she's going to brag about the fact that she's got more tokens than you, even though at this point you've probably got more than her. And she's going to just hand you a token, so make sure you pick it up. She won't be happy that you took it, so she'll follow you wherever you go. Now, the nearest place is one of these bathrooms, so lure her into a bathroom. Just be careful that that Enforcer doesn't turn around and spot you. But as soon as you get a chance, just lure her in here. Now, she has a bit of a knack at this point of actually constantly following you. A bit like the food vendor in Whittleton Creek. So I tried dropping the commemorative tokens, but that didn't stop her. So what I would actually advise is drop a coin. If you drop a coin, she'll most likely stop, but because the commemorative tokens, it doesn't have the same mechanic. So I would advise just trying the coin. I don't think I did that here anyway. As you can see though, you can eventually get around it, you can subdue it, and I believe there is a closet in here, so hide her in the closet. There we go. Once that's done, pick up all of the commemorative tokens because you will need all of them, and any other goodies. I believe there's an invite there as well. So pick them all up and then we can actually go and get the challenge started and completed. It's quite a simple challenge in the end, it's just that this first bit is a little bit annoying. So there we go, 9, 10. So we've got them all. To actually get to the challenge start point, all you gotta do is walk through this door on the left. So go through the archway, and all you gotta do is knock on this door. It's very simple to start. It's actually quite annoying. It takes so long to get going. So we're just going to wait for the NPC to come. I think he was a little bit further away than he should have been. I'm just looking at the mini-map anyway and I can't see him. Oh, there he is. Let's see those tokens. So you give him the tokens. That's basically, yep, you've done your job, Initiate. He's going to ask you to go inside. So at this point we're going to go into the interrogation room and you have to sit down in the seat. Just to round it up, this challenge is quite fun because if anything it gives 47 a chance once again to be sarcastic. That's the only way I can phrase it. It's like when he did extensive presentation in Whittleton Creek. I love the double meanings for everything. Like, oh yes, this room is to die for, and yeah, it gives him a lot of opportunity for those sort of phrases. It's sort of become like a running joke in Hitman 2 because he didn't seem to do it as much in Hitman 2016, but in this one it's as if he's become a very much a comedian on the sly. It's amusing. Maybe they could cut it down a little bit, but it's still amusing. But yeah, the idea is he gets his chance to have a little bit of a play with his food before he kills her. And yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the audio out just so you can actually listen to the questions and answers and just enjoy it. I'll be back once Zoe's dead.
So, you made it this far, Initiate, but now the real test begins. Is the machine operational?
The ECT device is set to medium voltage. I don't recommend going higher than that. This setup is still largely untested.
Well, as long as the Initiate speaks the truth, we won't need to. Has my colleague explained the rules to you?
Exhaustively.
Good. Let's begin. And do not attempt to deceive me. First question. Are you the best in your field?
No.
Nope. He's lying.
Now, why would you lie when the truth plays in your favor? Do you think this is some kind of joke, Initiate? If so, trust me, you are sorely mistaken. Amp up the voltage.
Yes, Madam Chairwoman.
Now, let's try something else. Are you a follower of our late founder, Janus?
Yes.
He's not telling the truth.
Look, I don't know what kind of game you're playing, Initiate, but I'm warning you. Do not test me again. Increase the voltage.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, do you have an ulterior motive for being here?
No.
False.
Enough! Don't say I didn't warn you, Initiate. You brought this on yourself. Crank it. All the way up.
Madam Chairwoman. Zoe, are you sure that's wise? I don't even know how far this thing goes. Could be dangerous.
Do it. Now. Moment of truth, Initiate. Are you pretending to be someone you're not?
No.
Nope. He's lying.
Yeah, so Zoe's kill is quite fun. I mean, it's like I said, it's like she's the toying with the food, you know, and she is really sucked into that kill, so it's really fun to play it out. But I would leave very fast because you will be caught by enforcers if you sit in that seat, so do move. Anyway, at this point, I am going up to work on the Sophia kill, and what does me here is that I stumble into an enforcer I wasn't expecting, and this is where the never compromised / never spotted twist comes in. So I changed disguise. I'm going to change into the ARC member, and as you'll see momentarily, I get full-on suspicion. So let's have a look. This guy here, I wasn't really expecting him, and to be honest, looking at it, I think it was a little bit harsh. When I was playing it, I was feeling a bit more guilty about it, like, damn, I shouldn't have got caught that easily. But when I look at it, I think he wasn't really in a direct line of sight of me, so I feel like the game was a bit sharp, catch me like that. I'm actually wondering if there was some glitch, because he gave up quite easily as well. He didn't come chasing me, he didn't report me to anyone, he just got suspicious and then gave up. So I am wondering if there is some bug or glitch there, but either way, I was quite glad that he didn't actually full on catch me. So at this point, I actually got a little bit stuck. Not necessarily knowing what to do, but I thought I knew I wanted to kill Sophia, which is that I wanted to push a gargoyle onto her. What I didn't have a clear image in my mind was how to get to the best place for it, because I knew if I went this way, or at least I worked it out going this way, that I couldn't get one of the disguises for upstairs, so I knew I needed to get upstairs with a better disguise. So I decided the best way to do that would be to climb upstairs. So, yep, got the pipe as we've used quite a few times in the Isle of Sgail, and we're going upstairs. I'm going to get one of the architect's disguises, and we're going to complete the challenge that we've done a few times, or at least we will do a few times, where we disguise ourselves as the guy who put the microchip into the Constant. The idea is he'll take us to the tower, and he will, he won't interrogate us, but he will ask us a few questions. Then he'll call Sophia over to the Constant's tower, and in this case we're going to push a gargoyle onto her. So just for the sake that this is a long running time of the video, I am going fast forward. In the meantime, I believe all that I do is take this man's disguise, just for having a better disguise up here. I will change into the architect's disguise, and I believe in the meantime I will also happen to delete the surveillance. So it sounds like there's a few things going on there, but there isn't a lot, so I'll try and fast forward, but I won't fast forward too fast for those of you who haven't seen the rest of the map. So I will try and stop when the Constant has finished its interrogation of 47, so see you then. So that was quite a lengthy fast forward. That was 10 minutes in game, and I would like to believe there wasn't anything of note, but if you do want to ask me something, please leave it in the comments if you're thinking, what did you do there? I don't understand that. Okay, so just carrying on, we've got Zoe over to the Constant. They're going to have a chinwag, and what we're going to do is climb up to the tower essentially. So make sure one of those elite guard guys aren't looking the purple coats, and just shimmy along here and up the pipe. You can use instinct just to make sure the Constant and Zoe aren't too near. But like I've said, the aim of this kill is just to knock a gargoyle onto Zoe. You have to time it well, as you would with any kill like this, but you will get two opportunities. You'll get one once Zoe walks out onto this little area in the keep, and you'll also have another opportunity when she exits on the bridge. So if you do miss this chance, you can take the one when she's on the bridge. I managed to do it on this take though. So I had to get my bearings, make sure I push the right gargoyle first of all, and again, use instinct and the mini-map just to line up your push. I would do it a second before you think she's going to walk under it, just so there isn't a bad delay. As you can see, push, and boom. Nice kill. And at this point, the main difficulty, if you want to call it that, was that we had to get out of there. You know, it wouldn't be too bad if I got the flare, which is an exit for here, but I hadn't got the flare. So, to be honest, this is where I'm tempted once again to reroute this video, because if I had, I would have tried to find the flare. But, yeah, at this point, we're really just trying to make sure the Constant doesn't rat us out. So, I climbed through this window, and it wasn't really with much hope in mind, because I thought, alright, that elite guard's going to be here. So what I did is I got in the crate. And I'm not sure why, because that guy's got to drag the body away momentarily. And once he drags the body away, the Constant will go away. So it isn't the worst scenario, this. I think I just hid near in case the other guard came out looking for someone. But that doesn't make sense because it was an accident kill. So as you can see, Sophia, sorry, I don't know why I said Zoe. Sophia has been body bagged. And all we've got to do now is make our way downstairs. So we're going to go the way we came. Just going to shimmy down this pipe. And then what we're going to do is shimmy down the next pipe as well. And we're going to exit just past Janus's wake. You'll see where that is momentarily. I'm not very good at describing some of the exits, I will admit. So here we are, just shimmy along nice and gently. And personally, I would have risked this and gone down that pipe there. It would have been a much quicker way. But I saw the runtime and I thought, well, it's not going to get any shorter. So what I thought is I'll go down the stairs, just play safe. So yeah, I went down all these stairs and yeah, it doesn't speed things up, that's for certain. If anything, I think a part of me was thinking that the helicopter exit just down here might have been a little bit faster. But then I remembered I wasn't really allowed in that area. So yeah, a few things contributed. So we turn here and I believe it's not far from here. I'm just looking where we are through the door. Yeah, literally just go around the funeral area. You don't really want to get caught going in somewhere you're not. In fact, I think this is where I got caught trespassing. Yeah, there you go. Trespassing, found trespassing. But again, with the new system, never spotted. So, oh, sorry, if it was never spotted, I would have been caught and it wouldn't have been Silent Assassin, but because it was never compromised now, it is Silent Assassin. So keep it in mind, if the system does go back to never spotted, you were in a legal area there. If it's still never compromised, it's legal. Take that as you will. But yeah, that's it, the exit's on the left. So thank you for watching this very jumbled together video. I hope you enjoyed the bits that you needed, and if anything, I hope you enjoyed my commentary. Thank you very much, hope to see you in another video. If you haven't already, hit the like button. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. This has been Josh from JJ's Productions. I'm going to have a drink now. See ya. Bye all.